How's it going, everyone? GSmith624 here, and we are back with some more Octopath Traveler. Last time we left off, we had completed Chapter 2 for Ophelia. This time, we're gonna do Cyrus's Chapter 2. Hello, kitty. Hello. Hi. What? Really? Come here. What? Why are you sad? What's wrong? Calm down. Well met, traveler. What can I do for you? Hear a tale! Hear the tale of Cyrus Fulbright. The story so far. Cyrus left the academy behind in search of the lost home. From the far reaches of hell, its disappearance was a riddle wrapped in mystery. A riddle that piqued his scholarly curiosity. Even suffering the indignity of losing his post was a small price to pay for the opportunity of solving this fascinating puzzle. And so did Cyrus come to Quarry Crest to call upon an old colleague who just might have the answers he seeks. So this is Quarry Crest. It's hard to believe it's been 10 whole years since Odetta left the academy. And her house was... Ah, that's right. She left her directions in her letter. I should take another look. You have all the makings of a great scholar, Cyrus. But allow me to offer you a word of warning. For all your intellect, you've always been clumsy in matters of the heart. I know that your research is more important to you than anything. But you would do well to give some thought to how you treat the fairer sex. Oh, the irony is not lost there. You are more handsome than you give yourself credit for. If you are not careful, you might find your words and actions misconstrued by those around you. The irony is not lost there. I should have known better than to read that again. The first time I read it, I nearly fell over laughing. Now, it almost seems prophetic. To think I'd be banished from the academy because of a trumped-up scandal like that. I can just see Odette laughing at the moment I mention it.
Now then.
But there's no point worrying. I have to face her sooner or later, after all. I try to keep myself presentable. This is true. But is my face truly so easy on the eyes? Oh, woe is me. Doomed to never realize the full depth of my good look and charisma. Already got travel banter.
If you'll forgive me.
Professor, may I ask what the letter was about? It seemed most engrossing. Oh, that? It was a message warning me about women. Huh? Oh, I don't mean that in the bad way. What it actually said was that I should be careful how I act towards women, lest I give cause for misunderstanding. Well, intelligence such as yours can be very attractive. Please, my dear, a word such as attractive must be kept in reserve for those of great beauty, such as yourself. I think maybe that's the kind of thing the letter writer was talking about. You think so? But I was merely speaking my mind. Am I not allowed to tell a beautiful woman that she is just that? Well, sometimes you can. But maybe in your case, you shouldn't. I'm finding the most difficult to understand. Oh, Cyrus. What the fuck are we gonna do with you? Oh, is that house up there? Okay. Away we go. I already robbed her, so it's fine.
Anyhow, here we are.
Yes, I'll be right there.
It's been some time, Odette.
It is Odette, okay. Ah! Damn.
You're still here. I guess I'm not suffering from fatigue-induced hallucinations after all.
It's me, Odette, in the flesh. Good to see you as hale and hearty as ever.
And you're as insufferable as ever, no doubt. What are you waiting for? Come in already.
Damn.
Don't mind if I do.
Cyrus being roasted to shit right now, not even realizing it.
How did I know that would be your reaction?
We were practically joined at the hip back in the day. Just watching you go about was fun in and of itself. I always had a hunch you'd end up in trouble with the ladies, but to think it would happen with the princess of all people. Somehow, you've managed to exceed even my wildest expectations.
By expelling me, they hope to protect Her Highness's good name. Needless to say, there's no truth in any of this.
Oh, of course. I'm sure it's all as you say. Her Highness and this Therese are just your pupils. They have no romantic interest in you in the slightest. You're something else, Cyrus.
Fucking facts.
But it's a relief to find your powers of observation are as keen as ever.
Fucking... My god. Hit this man with an ice spell because he is on fire. Jesus.
Huh?
Well, did you come all this way just to entertain me? If so, congratulations on a job well done.
Save your congratulations for another time. I've come in search of a certain tome. Are you perchance familiar with From the Far Reaches of Hell?
A cheery title if I've ever heard one.
Anyone else just notice the very sudden mood shift there? No? Just me? Okay.
I can tell you that it's a compendium of ancient rites and rituals. Not that I've read it myself, of course.
I know that much. I was hoping you could tell me more.
Not much more. It touches upon necromancy, I believe.
Necromancy?
Necromancy. That said, as to what extent, I know little.
Well, shit, son.
Is that so?
I was sure that if anyone could enlighten me, it would be you.
Give me a break.
Is that supposed to be flattery? Alright, you just give me some time. As soon as I tackle this little pickle I'm dealing with at the moment, I'll do some investigating.
Aho!
Oh-ho! A pickle, you say? Consider my interest piqued. I always took you for the type who chewed up and spit out your problems before pickles they could become. Again, I find your flattery lacking. Anyhow, since you're here, perhaps I can put you to use. As it happens, a number of people have gone missing of late.
Oh.
Under suspicious circumstances, I presume.
Naturally.
Just so. Many quite literally seem to have been spirited away. One soul went to the neighborhood provisioner to buy some foodstuffs and never returned. Another turned a street corner only to vanish entirely, leaving his friend, who was strolling with him, in disbelief. All told, 10 men and women have gone missing in such a fashion in the past half year.
Most intriguing.
How curious indeed. Don't look so disappointed, you nutjob. So how about it? Do you have any ideas? It would be imprudent to jump to conclusions without conducting an investigation.
Great.
Great, thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'll look into the tomb while you're away.
As you wish.
A fair trade, I'd say. Though I dare say that having the opportunity to solve this peculiar puzzle is a reward in itself.
I see.
It figures. Well, happy investigating. First, I should ask Odette Presley where the kidnappings have occurred. Alright, let's do it, son. Scrutinize. Let's see now. Where the incidents happened. Rumor has it all the people went missing were walking near the end. Ooh, not a 48%. No thanks. Hey, old man, what you got for me? Let's see now. Most intriguing. Would appear that the entrance to the sewer is behind the inn. Let's see now. Witness testimony. Most intriguing. The appearances have both been appeared in broad daylight and in the dead of night.
Now then.
And with that, I do believe I have the knowledge I need to crack the case. Where did this appearance occur? Near the inn. Every victim was in the general vicinity of the inn when they disappeared. We can say with absolute certainty that they did not vanish into thin air, or some such nonsense. When did the disappearance occur? At all hours. As such, it stands they were
Thusly.
That's fine by me.
Aha!
Here we are. From the looks of it, these aqueducts predate the founding of the village itself. There's a good chance many of the villagers are unaware of their existence. This calls for a thorough investigation. But I must be wary. For all I know, the culprit should be lurking in the shadows as I speak. I will proceed with caution. After all, it simply wouldn't do if I became our villain's latest victim. Oh boy! So we're in the sewers now, ladies and gentlemen. And, there's a couple new enemies we can run into here. There's also some familiar faces. Also, if you don't have Therian, you won't be able to get some items in here. Just fair warning in advance. But there is still plenty you can get without him. There's just, as always, a couple chests that
Let us begin.
you can not get.
Let
because
my arrow
no Therian.
fly and true.
But yeah, so this is one of the new enemies. Well, I say new, but we've run into a similar variant of it, just a fire version. This is the Wind Wisp. Now, the Wind Wisp is, as you may guess, just a wind spirit, which will do wind elemental attacks, can be captured. It is weak to lightning, and I believe it is ice? I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me double check. I apologize. It's not ice. We'll find that out in just a second then. Do not worry. I will...
Begin.
Just good.
I still have so much. No, then.
Go ahead and give him an olive of life.
Use this.
Please, God, don't use another Gale Storm. Lived.
Well then,
Hit him with a heal more.
bring about a miracle of healing.
Have at you. My blade is unbending.
Just fuck them up,
My
please.
way.
So the Wind Wisp can do a lot of
Listen, my
damage if you don't
arrow
have the
fly
elemental
true.
defense, as you can see. So you best be careful with them, summon beasts. Great Condor won't do shit. Fuck it, summon the Sandworm.
What is the logical course of action?
Lightning.
All light, smite them down.
Cyrus is dead again. Oh, he lived. Thank God.
I'll do my
Great
best.
skills. Luminous.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
Solid.
Victory
Okay,
shall
heal-
be mine.
Heal Cyrus.
You shall be healed.
And that is one of the benefits of the Apothecary
Let the
over
hunt begin.
Cleric. In my personal opinion, why I kind of like Cleric, or Apothecary a little more than Cleric, is because while Cleric heals everyone, heals about half as much as the focused heal of the Apothecary. And her... she's not the best. Try and capture one of these guys. Be helpful to have one.
Well then,
Yeah, heal wounds, heal everyone for about 400. Or heal one person for about 900 for 4.
What next?
So I mean, if everyone's hurt, they're
Smite them
mixed bags.
down. You should have studied harder.
Let's level up Cyrus there. Going down, go to the right, go down these stairs. There's the chest for Therian. Come back with Therian if you want it. I'm not going to tell you what's in it. Surprise for you, so you have some secrets. Come in here, get the Fire Soul Stone. Medium, of course. Now the boss fight, and by boss fight, I
I've
mean
done
not
my
boss fight.
research on you.
And then we run into these
An
gross
interesting dilemma.
fucking things. The Shadow Bat, which we've encountered before, and then the Sticky Slug. Sticky Slugs are just gross abominations to this world and should die.
Oh, flames! Rage!
If you really want, you can capture Sticky Slug.
Letting the hunt begin.
Give you a red bile. Don't remember what that does off the top of my head. I apologize. I also do not remember what these fucks are weak to. Sword? Not a sword. Alright.
How about
Upgrade skill. First aid.
you?
And you're
shall
back
be
to full.
healed.
Miss. You miss.
Well
Sick.
then,
Luminous.
may the sacred flame shine forth.
No one's blind. That's all that matters.
What next?
Other skill. Arrow Storm.
A torrent of arrows.
How about you?
I don't think it's Spearhead that you guys are weak to. Fucking... What are you weak to? Is it axes? I don't remember what their other weakness is off the top of my head. And they hit like a fucking truck
Now,
when they charge.
what next?
Ice?
Oh, ice!
Nope.
Pierce
What
them
the
through.
fuck is it? Don't remember. Some
My turn
darkness?
now.
Might be darkness.
Night Ode, bring your shade.
No? Yeah, I don't remember what these guys are weak
Come in,
to.
if thou
I'm gonna be honest.
Lightning,
Lightning.
done my bidding.
How about you?
Spears? Not spears. Wind?
What is the logical course of action? Great winds blow.
What the fuck is their other weakness? Oh my god. Fire? Has to be fire. Old Beric will go first, so go ahead and hit him with Luminary.
Prepare yourself.
Luminous again. Get that weak on him.
Now then,
Pop carry skill. Double it up.
you
Get
shall
that
be
super
healed.
first aid, get her back to full immediately.
Letting the hunt begin.
What are you looking at? Captain.
Coming.
What's that percent? No, not yet. Fucking... Daggers? Daggers.
Now,
I couldn't remember what they were fucking weak to, man. Tragic shit? Fucking... Hit with a fire. Sticky slugs, you're better off hitting with elemental damage than physical, because their elemental damage or elemental defense is weaker than their defense, than their physical defense. But I mean, hey, by all means, you could still hit them for the physical defense.
My
Because it's
turn.
not like it's a major difference, it's only a slight difference. Just, as you may guess, slugs kind of
now,
immune to the whole...
now the true lesson is
Letting the hunt begin.
of the... Bitch.
now.
No, not mercy skills. Lightning bolt.
Oh, light, smite them down.
But yeah, cleric is really good to have for this whole entire thing, because pretty much everything in here
I'll do my
is
best.
weak to light. So if you don't have light, you're gonna be hurting. Go ahead and capture
Letting the hunt
one of
begin.
these skeletons if we can. A little more first. That's fine. Make a fair point. Shoot them all!
A torrent of arrows.
Damn. No, but real talk,
What is the logical
when I
course
was
of action?
I was jokingly saying that you should use magic on the sneaky slugs. But the wind wisps actually fucking use magic, otherwise you'll never kill these fuckers. Because their physical defense is through the fucking roof.
The battle
watch
is
it.
truly joined.
136 from hitting the skeletons for 238.
Well then,
These little fuckers
may the sacred flame shine forth.
a lot of physical defense.
Now then. Out of my way.
I'll do my best. Here I go.
Let's get a super
Bring
heal
about
more
a
in here.
miracle of healing.
What's this?
What's this now? Fireball. That's what it is. Psych, that's a lightning bolt. I lied to you. That's gonna hurt. Why we defend? Who know, huh? Why we defend?
Coming, if thou
And again,
darest.
Would like to break the skeleton.
Witchery.
Okay.
Witchery.
Not
This
cool.
now.
You douche nozzles.
Now then.
Old Barracks, for the love of God, rehabilitate. Start rehabilitating these people.
This will heal your wounds.
At least get rid of his terror.
Well then,
Luminous. The winds are gone. It's good. Very good.
Holding back nothing.
Yoink. It's not even that good. It's just a fucking regular ass slash. Slash? Slash.
Unparalleled.
Just wanted fucking one.
Much to learn.
Win.
Battle strong.
Most intriguing.
Dude.
What?
He's dead.
What in the...
But what in the heavens is this? It was as if the blood was drained from their bodies. And what is this atop these strange patterns? Clearly, some baleful sorcerer has been practiced here. Sorcery, not sorcerer, my apologies.
Couldn't
These
be.
gemstones. Why, if my hypothesis is correct,
It couldn't be.
they must be composed of crystallized human blood. And yet, it is as if the myriad hues of red are mixed together. Could it be that each gem contains the blood of multiple victims?
Preposterous!
Good gods! What horrors have been wrought here? How many innocents have been victimized by this blood-sucking sorcerer? At least now we know the motive behind the kidnappings. The villain we are dealing with is no common criminal. No. I am loath to call him even human anymore.
Why, I'll be...
Suckling the life from the men and women of this poor town, only to cast them away. This is a veritable demon who walks among us. One thing is clear. This monster must be stopped before he can commit any more vile deeds. As an academic, I must confess that the history of the dark arts intrigues me. But to put them into practice, this is truly beyond the pale. What's this? One of them still alive. young lady in the cell. She still lives. I must free her lest she suffer the same fate as the others.
And who might you be?
Just a scholar of no particular repute. I was passing through and could not help but notice these odd gemstones. Are they perhaps your work? And these strange glyphs, are they not runes of High Hornburgia?
Are they now?
The tomes of ancient Hornburg were lost long ago. No ordinary scholar would be privy to this knowledge. But how could any self-respecting academic perform such horrors?
Ho ho! Seems you're more of a scholar than you give yourself credit for.
They still live, yes? If you know what's best for you, you'll free them at once.
Well, since you asked so nicely, no, I think not. A shame. If only you hadn't come poking around in my secrets. I wouldn't have minded picking your brain. Now I'll have to settle for sucking your blood!
Okay then.
I
Boss
cannot
time, ladies and
fail.
gentlemen. This is Gideon. He's got 4
My
weaknesses.
turn now.
3 of them physical, 1 magical. He's weak to daggers. He is weak to light magic. And on top of that, he is weak to...
Come in, if thou darest.
He is weak to sword and axe as well. But Gideon here has a special thing where he doesn't attack twice, unlike Todavinter. He summons skeletons. And these skeletons, well, they block hits for him.
The battle is
So
truly
you cannot
joined.
directly target Gideon. AoE attacks still hit him, mind you, but other attacks that would
I will cut you down!
normally hit Gideon would not in this situation. On top of that, you cannot break
is the
his
logical
shield
course of
while this is
action?
happening. Like, you can still singly attack him. I apologize, I misspoke. You can still singly attack him, but his shields will not be broken even if you hit him with his weakness. So you have to get rid of these skeletons. Skeletons, of course, weak to light magic, weak to fire.
Now, what next?
So burn them to
Great
fucking
inferno
ass.
to scorch the land.
Like I said, you can still hit Gideon
What
during this
next?
time, so I highly recommend you try and do AoEs as much as you can here. No, don't do that. No, no. Can you capture these ones? Didn't remember it could. Fuck it, stand where?
Now then,
Double slash.
I will cut you down!
As the sacred flame shine forth.
Weakness.
Have
Oh. Or
blade is ending! I will cut you!
Come if thou darest. Holding back nothing.
stand where? Fuck them up. I mean, they do have a decent amount of health. I think they have, I want to say it's 6,000 each, if I remember correctly. But it's not like an outrageous amount. Meanwhile, Gideon here has a whopping 26,500. 591 if you want the exact amount. My apologies. Best bet is just to fucking wail on that guy.
Now the true lesson begins! A great inferno to scorch the land!
They are still not dead, huh? Hands of Darkness! Only spell that hits everyone and can cause blindness.
My turn now.
Not a fun time.
May the sacred flame shine
Damn it,
forth.
these skeletons are still up. I know they're weak as shit though.
Sorcery.
Oh, and you hit me with terror. That's good. Lock-in skill. Rehabilitate. Cannot.
This will heal your wounds.
What is the logical course of action?
Logical course of action, you ask. Well, that's simple, Cyrus. Burn everything. Fucking finally. Gideon is defenseless. Now we can wail on his defenses. Which is what we will do. Also showing his final weakness there, which of course is his
I'll not be
weakness
defeated.
to access.
Best. Arrow of healing.
To my arrow and true.
Get rid of it.
This will heal your wounds.
Get rid of the terror, so that way you don't stuck with it for 2 more turns. See, Gideon does have one more thing he can do. There's also items you can steal from Gideon. You can steal his dagger, which is a solid item, I must admit. Let's see, Cyrus, you can't really do anything, so hit him with a fireball.
Oh, flames.
Yeah, Cyrus's boss,
Rain.
funny enough, not weak to anything Cyrus naturally has.
A great inferno to
So you kind of got a wail on him.
Now then. You shall be healed.
Solid.
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself. This is the lion.
Boom. Nice strike. Oh, he's not running yet. I was expecting him to run
Let
there.
my arrow fly and true.
Beast!
Holding back
7 beasts! Merit! Boom!
What is the logical course of action?
Donate a BP to my boy Old Eric over here.
I'm counting on you.
So that way he can just
Victory.
fucking go ham. Yeah.
Well then, prepare yourself.
Holy light.
Oh, sacred light.
Unfortunately, Ophelia being who she is and not having high magical attacks
The
means
battle is truly
even
joy.
with her magic,
shall be
she's still not
healed.
going to be hitting that hard. Because she has high
Letting the
magical
hunt
defense, because
begin.
that's what, oddly enough, fucking healing relies on is magical defense instead of magical attack, but I mean, whatever. Not my game, not my decision. He's already at the halfway point, which means he's knocked out about 13,000 of his health.
I'll
which
not be
is
defeated.
Solid.
Yeah.
Let's keep working on his defenses. Exploit those weaknesses.
Now then.
AoE attack.
Sorcery.
2 hit with blindness. That sucks. Of course, I only have 1. Give it a
This
nod.
will help us.
What is the logical course of
What's
action?
the course of action here, my friend? Is probably do a level 3 rest so you get some SP back. Now summon him. Exploit weakness. Solid.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Beast. Merit Bone. Creepy laugh.
Switchery.
Lower everyone's physical attack or elemental attack and defense. Still have blindness, but that's fine because blindness does not affect
sacred
magic.
light.
Only affects physical attacks. Fireball. Now, Old Barrack defend.
The battle is I think not.
So we go first next turn.
The battle
And
is
now we break him.
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself.
Holy Light. Still fucking awful, but I mean, hey, whatever, man. That's what the drone's there for.
What next?
Scholar skills. Firestorm. Hit him twice.
What next? Coming.
Summon beast. Summon the bones. Welcome to the bone zone.
I'll do my best.
Ophelia. Holy light again. Cross-bearing drone retreated from the battle.
Letting the
Unfortunate,
hunt
but
begin.
expected. Let's see. Unable to steal.
First, weakening the prey.
It's probably not a bad idea to do that. Merchant skills. Unable to collect. Right, can't do that. Donate some BP
I'm
to
counting on
our
you.
friend over there, Hanat.
The fire blade is unbending!
Ah, that was the final
Victory
attack.
shall be mine.
That is Executioner. Executioner, my friend, sucks. Normally it does a lot more damage, but thankfully we're actually decently leveled, so he's actually not too much of a
Letting the
challenge.
hunt begin.
But yeah, Executioner is just is a single target attack that hits someone for a lot of damage, normally anyways.
What is the logical course of action?
Donating BP, of course.
I'm counting on you.
Coming.
Coming, if thou
I'm
darest.
not what?
Holy light.
Oh, sacred light.
There we go. That was the damage I was talking about. No, but if you're having trouble with this fight, I recommend you have Cyrus as a cleric,
Unbending!
so that way he has access to holy magic and he can just fucking wail that shit onto this person. Hit him with an amputation. Boom.
And now the true lesson.
Burn, Gideon. With your stupid high physical or magical defense. Second serving? Yeah, very present, bitch.
Now then.
Smack.
What is
Fireball.
My turn. Prepare yourself.
Go ahead and summon. He's almost dead. And he's dead. Okay, well, if I knew he was that close to death, I would not have summoned. But it's fine. Because 2 level ups, and not being 29, Ophelia 22. Cyrus and Old Barrick almost leveled up as well. And we get Gideon's dagger. That was the loot I was talking about. You can't actually steal it from him. I'm an idiot. But yeah, we saved the people. They're still alive after all. Well, that's a fancy book.
what in the?
What's this? It couldn't be. A copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell? Well, that's unfortunate. It's but an abridged copy, translated into the modern tongue. And aside from basic instructions on performing the rites and the ragnants required, all other details have all been but omitted. Why, it doesn't even mention the possible uses of these blood crystals. What's this? A piece of parchment has been inserted between the pages. Calculations on the number of test subjects required to create 1 blood crystal. I see. And there's a note. First specimen successfully synthesized and delivered. Delivered? Could it be that someone commissioned that frightful stone? I can only speculate, but whoever is behind this be connected to the stolen tome I seek? Where am I?
Aha!
Ah, you're back with us, good miss. I'm feeling...
Are you okay?
The drugs that awful man gave you are still affecting you. Pray rest until your strength returns. Who are you?
Excuse
An excellent
me.
question, my dear. And one I'd be more than happy to answer. Oh, Jesus. Cyrus, now. Wooing a poor girl just awakened from a coma. Have you no shame?
Come.
Don't be silly, Odette. I was merely trying to be a gentleman. Jesus fucking Christ, Cyrus. Clearly.
Now then.
At any rate, Odette, this is a favor I would have... There is a favor I would ask of you. Another one? Note my complete lack of surprise.
The truth is...
I found on our kidnapper's person an abridged translated copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell.
What was that?
You're kidding! Needless to say, this could be a tremendous lead.
Thusly,
I need to find out where and by whom the volume was translated. Let me have a look. Whoever bound this spared no expense.
indeed.
I thought the same. There are few bookmakers in the realm that could produce such a tome. Fine, I'll help.
You have my gratitude.
You have my thanks.
Aha!
Eureka! Did you find something? The thin yet sturdy pages are characteristic of paper made from the finest pine wood, while the texture of the vivid red binding reveals its unmistakably tan land scan. There's only one place in the realm where both can be found in sufficient quantities.
Which means that...
Stone Guard. I am certain of it. So that's where you will travel.
Yes.
Where else? I must track down this tome, Odette. And I must do so before any more horrors can be unleashed upon our fell realm.
I see.
I wasn't asking, you know.
Forgive me.
I care not to boast, but I have experience in hunting wild goats. Oh, now that's interesting. The fur and hide are highly valued, especially when unmarred by wounds. Instead of using a bow, I oft build traps when I hunted goats. I see. I stalk the quarry, then herd it toward my pit or snare until it's caught. Different means for different prey. Hunting is not as simple as it seems. In all things, thou must find in the proper way to achieve thy goal. Wouldst thou eaten soup with a fork, steak with a spoon? Excellent examples, both. You state your case most preservedly. I have the talent for teaching. Perhaps it is something you might pursue in the future. Me? A teacher? I think not. You seem very sure about that. I prefer the hunt. Well, Pegadoggy's loss is hunting's gain, I dare say. As soon as I get to the fucking southwest corner here. Oh, it's Odette.
You're still here.
I am, but not a moment longer. Thank you for everything, Odette. I am in your... debt.
You helped out a little here. What say we call it even?
Helped out a little. Caught a serial killer, but I mean, whatever.
Be safe, Cyrus. I have a hunch you're poking around in something far more sinister than either of us can imagine.
I am well aware of the danger. I will exercise due caution.
Due caution? I'll believe it once you quit diving headfirst into whatever you think smells of mystery.
A man cannot so easily change his God's-given disposition.
You said it was 15 years ago that the tome was stolen.
That I did. What of it?
As you may recall, the then headmaster of the academy died under mysterious circumstances that very same year.
Ha!
And you believe the two incidents are connected somehow?
No, I just like spouting valedictory trivia. But now that you mention
I
it,
love this woman. She is so sassy.
the disorder following the incident would offer a convenient opportunity to misappropriate and not to say.
Your insight is invaluable and appreciated. I will keep this in mind.
I mean it, Cyrus. Be careful out there.
I will. And I'll return as soon as I get to the bottom of this. You have my word.
I'll be waiting with bells
Ah!
on.
Except she won't, because she's gonna get murdered. By that man right there. Well, maybe not. And so, Cyrus bid Quarry Crest farewell. The translated volume he recovered from the villain, pointing him in his next destination, Stoneguard, in the Highlands, where the original copy of the tome he thought surely lies. Cyrus forged on in his search for the truth. Is something troubling you, my friend? You suddenly have a worried look about you. Don't stop, and don't look back. We could try, but if they escape, we will only have served to alert them. Then only one other avenue is open to us. What would that be? Continue on our way, pretending that we have not noticed nothing. Pretending that we have noticed nothing, and let them make the first move. If that be your advice, so be it. But you must be our lookout. Do not let your guard slip. Knowing one's enemy is the first step to defeating him. I cannot tell if you are courageous or ignorant of the danger.